That was a bit stressful and not at all worthwhile. Let me see if I can find the announcements. There it is. Paste. Put that in so we're getting ready. All right. We're loading it up. 7th race of the season. This and one more to go. Let's have a look at what we are looking at in terms of the standings post stewards. Post stewards, we have a 3-point lead for BR4. 3-point lead for BR4 going into the second to last race of the season. This is going to potentially be a grandstand finish here. You can hear the stream. I'd hope so. I'll get Mitchell. Apparently, voice chat's just been suspended. Alright, there you go, that's Mitchell invited, so that's another one to the group. We're up to 13, we might actually get a couple of where's lots? Yeah, Jishnu, we could see Jishnu put up a show today, that's the sign. This could be a big day at the office, Lars is already in. Noble Garter joining mid-quali. I don't have Noble Garter, though, as a friend, as far as I'm aware, so this is going to be a bit of an issue. Oh well, it is what it is. Ah, still got an invite. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Which means we're gonna go, what, should be 13 to start with, 14 midway through qualifying. Don't know what mods the cat's doing. But yeah, we could have a massive tournament events in this race here. So Stell and BR4 is where we're going to lay our eyes on for most of this championship fight. 3 points with 2 races to go. Let's see what is going on then. Oh, and done 2 laps. That sounds about right for practice. If you're not turning up to races with no practice, are you really a racer? Let's see if we can get Monster Cat. Alright, we're getting ready to start then. Session will start in 0 seconds apparently. This is the longest 0 seconds of all time. There we go. Let's see if we can add Monster Cat real quick. Well, we got no one on the track. Let's see if we can get someone else in. Should have me added. Redstone then. People on. Alright, Robin's the first one. Actually, no, Robin's not the first one out. Owen is. Let's see if I can find my message. He's actually added me on PlayStation as a whole. Okay. He's gonna have to. He was gonna have to do that anyway because he's in GT as well. Now you want to take an age and a half to communicate with the online services, don't you, game? That should be Monster Cat's invite then. Right, we are off and running for qualifying then. Owen's going to be the first one to set a lap. Let's see if there's going to be anything outstanding here from the Williams driver. As we go through the first sector now, what's the first benchmark going to be? It's going to be a 28.1 to start with. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to stack up. We can take a look actually. Let's see what Robin's done. 28.1 as well. Yeah, further back, Razor into the end of the first sector, 27.9. So that 28.1 needs to be improved on just a little bit. Let's see if he can do that here in the first parts of the lap. Goes round the final sector already through the stadium section. here in Mexico, around the final corner, and the first lap is going to be a 1:16.5. Is that going to be beaten? Straight away it will. 15.4 for Lars. Robin next to the line after that, and he is only good enough for 15.8. It's not going to happen there for Robin. Raised up into 15.7. Razor's making his debut. Marsnack is making his debut as well. They're the two that are making debuts today. New names on the board. We are still, however, continuing to take a look at BR4 versus Stell, because that is your championship fight. 3 points separate the two of them going into the day. Right now, BR4's on pole by a second flat. 14.497. Currently the pole time. Let me know if my if my volume is all right, by the way, those watching on stream. But BR4 is an entire second clear. Marsnack only just about on the same pace as Lars. Both separate by about 7 thousandths of a second. We're currently on board with Skelsey. He's going around the final corner now. It didn't look at all impressive. Yeah, it's going to be 16.6. That puts him slowest of the drivers so far. We're going to go on to Stell's perspective now to see if there's going to be anything in this. Stell currently purple through the first two sectors. We'll invite Nakuda in a split second. Watch Stell go around and then we will invite him. It didn't look too great in the final corner there for Stell, but it's still, it's not. About 2.5 tenths shy of what BR4 is currently on. That 14.4 still reigning supreme for now. That's an invite for Nakuda. Let's see what is going on then. Saham is currently invalidated his lap, but he's just set one, so I assume he is very close to, if not going back into the pits. Jishnu is rounding this final corner now. Can he get a good enough exit to take BR4? No, he can't. It's only a 15.2. The 15.2 is only good enough for third. 8 tenths of a second further back right now, and you've got to find some time here. We got through the second sector here with Jishnu. He comes to the line now, 56.2. Currently, according to the game, has 2 purple sectors. We have the screen, the thing popping up at the bottom of the screen. We just have to go by the mini-map. Right now, Monster Cat is looking impressive. Rond in the final corner. I don't think it's impressive enough for pole, though. It's not even impressive enough for the top 5. It's a 15.6. That did not look too great then. So we might be getting lied to by the mini-map. It looked a little bit shaky, even more shaky there from Redstone. And he is only good enough for 15.8 in that first lap. So there's got to be some improvements coming about here at some point for these drivers to get anywhere near what BR4 is currently doing. The middle of the pack is fairly close together, 6 through 10. What? The hell just happened? Did I just get kicked from my own lobby? I think I just got kicked from my own lobby. How is that a thing? Why is that a thing? What? I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you guys, honestly. If I find it hilarious, you could get kicked from your own lobby. That's honestly quite funny. I don't think they're the way to invite me back either. There hasn't been on prior games. This is where the GT function of if the lobby host gets kicked and everything ends, it would be really, really beneficial right about now. I'm not sure what we're meant to do, you know. I'm genuinely not sure what I'm meant to do from this point. It wasn't meant to be. I didn't get to know that I was lobby host until 10 to. Then I started making a lobby and it was a little bit glitchy in the first place. And now it's just kicked me out of my own lobby. I don't know where I'm meant to go from here. I don't try to get back. I mean, if it allows me to, I guess. PR4 invited me. Now stealth host. There we go. I got a couple of invites. I don't even. Why is that even a thing? I'm so confused. The yellow flag. on lap 4. There's just people trying to vie for position. We're just kind of gonna have to get ourselves reacquainted with whatever the hell is going on here, I guess. So Stell's currently on provisional pole now. It would have been nice to have seen that. Be our 4th second at the moment. Marsnick's into a 14.70. He's in 3rd right now. Lars in 4th on a 15.0. Jishnu 15.2 still. Jaguar 15.3. Monster Cat, I think, just pulled it into the pits. He did. They got Harm on a 15.7. Is this an improving lap? Is this going to be an improvement in the first sector, or is he coming into the pits? It's not an improvement in the first sector, but it looks like he's going after it, because that did not look like he was going too slow. Well, so we'll stick with him. Also see Mitch at the end. Oh, that's slightly, ever so slightly wide from Harm there. Former F1 champion in this league, and wild in the final sector, in the middle sector there. Alright, let's see what is going to happen here then. There's still things happening. I don't really know what's going on at this point. Scaldy was significantly slow. I'm not entirely sure why he stayed out then. If he's going to be that slow in that lap, I'm not entirely sure why he chose to stay out. Razor out right now. Redstone's out on a out lap. He's actually about to come round and start a flying lap, so we're going to stick with him. Noblegat has joined the lobby now as well, so he joined mid-qualifying. I think he's not going to quite get out in time to put up a flying lap in the qualifying session. He'll have to start from the back. Redstone on a flying lap now. Let's see if he got a better time than that 15.8 he's currently put in. You would expect him to find probably an entire second on this lap. The way he's been driving this season, he's usually quick and then makes the mistakes in the race, doesn't finish them. Oh, there's a snap there in sector 1. It's not the greatest of starts for Redstone in the first sector in Mexico. He is 3 tenths down on his first sector. If I was him, I may just back out here and then try again. I think that's exactly what he's going to do. I'm not sure why he's using his battery here. He should be just trying to stick and use what he can. That's an invalidated lap, so now he has no... What did I just witness? What is this? What? What? I don't even know who he hit. I think he hit Monster Cat. Well, I'll repeat Monster Cat flap as well, I guess. If he hadn't got damage from that, I'll be incredibly surprised. I don't know what the hell I just witnessed. Redstone got an invalidated lap and then just crashed straight into another driver. In a straight line. I am so confused. Okay, sure. That happened. I think Stell just started his flying lap here. Let's see if we can go to the end of these laps then. Owen is done for the session. Noblegat has just finished up as well. Well, he has actually got started. Nakuza did a 15.2. That's good enough for 5th right now. To the line goes Lars for 14.9. Solidifies 4th. Doesn't really get any further than that. Jishnu next to the line. It's only up by a half second at the moment. That would be enough to jump Nakuzda, and it is only enough to jump Nakuzda. And that was Robin up into 9th with 15.6. Then we got Montecat to the line, 15.1, getting up a 6 behind his teammate. Go to the back here then with Mitchell. 56.8 through the first two sectors. 15.16.3 overall is not good enough to be anything other than last of the finishing times. Harm to the line now. Currently 2 tenths up. Now gaining one position. He gained 3 though with 15.2. Stell with a 14.3, BR4 pits in. So Stell with the advantage right now. Jaguar up in the 7th now. Razor is the last one to finish. He's currently only up by half a tenth. And he bailed into the pits. Losers with just Scaldy actually. And before Scaldy comes into the pits, and we are done. So Stell takes advantage for pole here. There you go. Stell takes advantage, but BR4 is on the front row alongside him. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I don't even know what to even say about the qualifying session at this point. Apart from the fact that I learned that you can apparently be kicked out of your own lobby and it won't end. Redstone gets 5 positions for, well, catapulting himself into the side of a Mercedes. We'll see what is going to happen when we come into the race here then. Dry as it can be. We'll see if people are going to change their setups and everything of that nature for this, the first part of this race then. I can't say change setups mostly because they're in Park Fermi, but a couple of wheel changes and everything like that is what they can. We'll see how this is going to unfold. We've got a few minutes before anything actually gets underway here. 36 laps of the track. And, well, BL4 and Stell are going to give us a little bit of a preview for next week, potentially. If Stell wins this, he takes an advantage into the final race of the season. BR4 wins, he extends the gap at the top, which means Stell will need some help next week to win the title. So let's see if we're going to get a grandstand finish today and how we're going to shape up for the title next week. See that Monster Cat's got some fans in the chat. I think he starts 6th in this race. We're about to get going. Here we go. The cars are on the track. We are now away for the formation lap. It is Stel from BR4. Gonna put some tyres on, see what everyone has gone with here. It's medium, so everyone not named Akusta scales in Redstone. So the two Haas's and Akusta at the back of the, well, in the back half of the grid. All on the hards, and then everyone else on the medium tyres to start. So it's Stel and BR4 on the front row, followed by Marsnak and Lars, third and fourth. Then the two Mercedes fill out row 3, Jishnu and Montecat. Harm and Jaguar, in the opposite way, will fill out row 4. Nakusa and Robin round out the top 10. You got Razor and Scaldy 11th and 12th, then Owen and Mitchell in 13th and 14th, with Noble Garter in 15th, and Redstone at the back of the grid for his, driving, I guess is the best way of saying it. I don't know what the hell he was doing, to be honest with you. We're currently, just crawling to the end of the formation lap here before we get going for 36 laps of the race. Let's see if there's going to be... Oh, Marsnack's left the session. That's not good news. He starts third. Oh, he's going to start in AI as well. I'm not entirely sure what Mitchell's doing in the background there, spinning his way to the finish line. The qualifier for the formation lap. One way to get your tyres warmed up early, I guess. Noble gets himself DSQ'd from his grid spot. Shaw keeps it together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. Down toward turn 1. Long run down into turn 1 here in Mexico. And BR4 has got away the better of the two. But I think Stel's going to hold on to the lead for now. And it looks like Stel may have a lower setup because he has hit the front of the lead. He has held the front as they head into turn 1. Then it's Jishnu in third with a long run down into turn 1. Gage hit a couple of positions of him. Then it's Lars trying to go after Jaguar. Jaguar in 4th, Lars in 5th, Harm in 6th, and Owen in 7th. A great start for him. Marsnek is really having a problem given the fact that he is AI at the moment. Oh, we've got people in trouble at the back. It's Redstone, and I think that is Noble Garter as well, potentially, I think may have been involved in that. Collision at the back of the grid already. We'll see if there's going to be anything in this for Redstone. I think Razor's had an issue as well. Up to the front, everyone is still within DRS range for when that gets enabled in the next lap or so. Long way down the back of the home straight here. Stel had the current fastest lap of the race. See if the slipstream's going to mean anything, because I'm pretty sure DRS has now just been enabled. It won't be used in this straight, but it will be for the rest of the laps when we hit a DRS zone. Noble Garter might be going after this. He's going to go to the outside and try and hold on against Redstone, who actually just slid past and has an AI to deal with in front of him. Should make easy work of that. There's still a DRS zone at the end of the lap. Not a great DRS zone. Most of your overtaking here is going to happen into turn 1. It looks like we're heading through. Almost like they were going at a snail pace there through the S's in the middle of the lap. Marsnek is dropping all the way to the back. We've got a yellow flag. We've got to call us round. There's a track limit penalty for Owen in the process, and Lars is round on the track. He has dropped all the way to 12th with Redstone right behind him now. Oh, and it's deep again from Lars. He is in a bit of trouble now. BR4 now has the fastest lap of the race through 2. Lars has just about held on from Redstone, but he's about to be under fire because he's not got DRS, and Redstone absolutely has. Right, that exit in the final corner, he's not even going to need it. He will take it anyway and drive straight on by, and Noble Guard's going to do the same. And they are leaving Lars in the dust right now. He is in trouble. Is there a thing? See, if I don't actually have him added, I don't think. He added the AL4, which is never going to get added back. That's a shame. Lars has now dropped to the back of the grid. Out of everyone isn't the AI. Monster Cat may have a good go at Owen here in the middle sector. He's also got Nakuta right behind him for good effect. BR4 at the lead of the race, still in second. As it stands, that championship lead extends to 10. Oh, Monster Cat, that is not the track. Far too deep there. As we head into the stadium section, Nakuta hanged it beautifully around the outside. He gets himself up in 8th. Technically 7th when you give Owen's penalty into account. Well, as we go down toward turn 1. Let's see, nothing really going on there. Jaguar not really close enough to Jishnu to make anything work. The 2 at the front are gone. We'll see how long these 2 can continue to fight and how this is going to end. Oh, it's a snap! It's a snap of oversteer there for Stell. Is another one. He is struggling in the middle sector right now, and BR4 is away. As it stands, that gap is increasing in the championship lead. We've got yellow flags, and that's Raider dropping to the back. That championship lead is going to be extending through on the end of this race as it stands, and that'll be enough to take it to 10 points. 10 points with 1 race to go. He's going to require some, well, Stell's going to require a little bit of help next week if it ends as we are. Right now, BL4 just trying to keep himself together at the front because Stell is about to be overtaken by Jishnu. And he has. Jishnu is up in the second. And Stell is in a little bit of trouble now. He cannot afford, if BR4 is going to be the car that wins this race, going to be the driver that wins this race, he cannot afford to come anything lower than second. Anything lower than second, and he is hoping for a miracle next week. I don't think he's going to get it at this rate. Owen's picked up 3 more, so he's on 6 already. That would drop him all the way back to, well, probably Lard, actually. Let's have a quick look at the leader. 6 seconds. Oh, that didn't look good again for Stell. Out the final corner, he is having so many issues on some of these corners. The front end may be a little bit too pointy. Not getting too much reaction out of it. And well, he is getting too much reaction out of both ends of the car, and he's not really been able to do anything about it. Jaguar, the long way round. And he's going to try. He's still there, and he's still behind Stell out of the first chicane. Resto picks up 3 for track limits. The limit, so it would drop Owen right now all the way back to behind Lars, and, well, still ahead of Redstone for that matter. Oh, Lars and Noble Garter are fighting it out. Oh, I think there's some damage on the car. Yeah, there's a front end plate missing on that Alpine. Noble Garter's in a little bit, having a little bit of an issue then, at the moment. And we'll see what he chooses to do with that front wing damage. Noble Garter picked up 3 for track limits. That is just added salt to the wound there. Come on, neck is the AI, so we'll go back towards the front. Pit stop for harm. Must be after 6 laps. This might be damage related. Well, it doesn't actually look like it is. Oh, he's also lagging out of the pit lane. Also worked, I guess. We've got fighting left, right, and centre in the middle of the track. Owen and Robin fighting it out for 6th right now. And Owen, I think, has got back past the Red Bull. But Robin is not letting this go without a fight. Round the outside, he is going to have to relinquish the place eventually. And that is what he does at the end of Sector 1. Almost, because he then tries to snap his way into the inside there. Oh, and Mitchell down the inside of Monster Cat, and he just overset that. Overcooked that, bounced off the Mercedes, went off the track. Monster Cat was completely unaffected. Lars picked up 3 seconds now for track limits. We're going to have a lot of those in this race by the looks of things. That didn't look too great for Owen. I think he may have just picked up another warning out of that because he looked very much off the track to the outside. Stell into the pits now. We'll see, because Owen has now got a little bit of a gap to Robin. I don't know if that's enough of a gap to hold down the entire straight. It looks like it will be. And it looks like Monster Cat might go after Robin here. Robin's in a little bit of fire. Redstone's also getting involved, but none of them able to make a move. Stella has actually come out in the back of the field. He's actually even behind Harm right now. He is really not having a fun time of this at the back. It looks like Robin getting a little bit too close to the Williams in front of him. Playing with fire a little bit. Monster Cat's on the inside. Robin spots him very late. That was almost a collision waiting to happen. It is a collision waiting to happen. Monster Cat is off the track. He lost the position there to Redstone as well. Somehow held it to Skelzy. Oh no, he's off. Owen's off. I think he's gone. Oh, he's actually saved it from the wall, but he's definitely off the track. And yellow flags are coming out left, right, and centre right now. Everyone seems to have just a little bit too much slide on their setups at this point. Looks like Redstone is going straight after Robin here. Straight after Robin. Didn't really wait at all as he went down the straight. And I think Robin might be under fire as well. There's 10 seconds speed in the pit lane. I think that was Razor who got that. Him and Lars both pit on this lap. Robin did actually hold from Monster. There you go. And then we got Skeldy and Mitchell after that. Looks like Stell and Harm have just had a little bit of a fight into turn 1, which Stell has won. Well, back to Robin and Monster Cat. These two fighting side by side. In the beginning of the second sector, Robin's got the inside line. He should be able to hold it there. He is able to hold it there. Skeldy might look to the outside on Monster Cat. And he will round the outside. Can he keep it on the track? He does. He comes back and collides with Monster Cat. Mitchell goes through. There you go. So Mitchell's through. Monster Cat drops from 7th to 9th in the space of a corner or two there. And Noble Gutter in the background, just coming through the stadium section as well. Maybe get a couple more people onto the back of this fight, even with the penalty. We go to Skeldy here on the back of Robin. You head down the straight. Well, Skeldy got enough straight line speed to really do anything. Owens into the pit now. Down the line, Skeldy just too far back to really make anything against that Red Bull. Red Bull to one side, Racing Bull to the other. Bear in mind, Razor's pit already, and Owen has dropped to the back of the grid. Razor and Lard have pit already, so is Harm and Stell, who are currently 11th and 12th. BR4 has a 4-second advantage at the front of the grid. Outside this battle we're currently watching, there's not an awful lot on the track. Harm is staying with Stell pretty well as they look to catch up to Noble Gata. Like Redstone has very much cleared this group of cars here in the mid pack. He's 3.8 seconds up the road. And these guys continue to fight. Mitchell just picked up 3 seconds in the background who shot there. Just too narrow. Scaldy's trying to launch the inside. Does get there, but I think he may have got a little bit too soon. A little bit too overzealous on the exit of the corner there. Is he going to be able to ride down the... Yeah, he is. Never mind. Oh, very quick down the inside there, and so does Mitchell. Mitchell goes by. Mitchell might go the long way around on Scaldy as well, and he will. And Mitchell's up into 5th. Double move there on the straight. Robin loses out both those positions, and Montecat, the next car right behind him. Montecat might be looking at the inside of Robin here. Robin has gone so far wide. I think Monstercat may have just got a double. He did. He got Scaldy and he got Robin. Nice little move there on the inside. That didn't look too great from Robin in the background either, because now Stell has gone by and Robin is in trouble. Robin dropped as many places as he had corners there. That's an absolutely brilliant move there by Montecat to get a couple out of that. He gets up in a 6. Mitchell's got a penalty in front of him. Red Zone's got a penalty in front of that. Yakuza, however, very much in the clear. Then we've got Mitchell into the pits now. It looks like he got in safe without the 10-second penalty, which Razor got earlier. Robin is in the pits now as well as we head to lap 12 of 36. Almost a third of the way through this race. Round the outside goes Harm on Montecat. Harm went deep, but he's going to hold that every day of the week. And Harm is not only ahead of Stell, but he's ahead of Montecat, and Stell's going to have to go straight after the Mercedes now. He can't spend too far behind the ex-F1 champion in this league. And there you go, Stell round the outside. Montecat never really stood much of a chance there. Held the speed, held the outside line, and just capitalized onto the inside of the chicane. I think this is Scaldy trying to go right back at Montecat, and it is. And Scaldy's back ahead of Montecat. Those two seem to be going back and forth. Mitchell's ahead of Owen. May have just overtaken Owen, he did. They're both about 2 seconds ahead of Robin behind them. Everyone just is starting to make that first of the pit stops. One by one. In comes Jishnu now. Are we getting any pit stops here? None from Scaldy. No, actually Montecat is going to come in. Montecat just starting to feel those tires a little bit then. Him and Jishnu are both in on this lap. Jishnu out behind Jaguar. And he's comfortably behind Stell. It's going to be very interesting to see where BR4 comes out in the middle of this then. I can assume that he might be going for 1 mile, one start shorter. Continuing into the second sector. Not entirely sure they've got any sort of fight going on in the second sector now. Mitchell seems to be just about holding on from Owen in the back of the field here. Marsnak is getting overtaken. He is AI, and that was to be expected. Razor picks up another 3. He is having a really rough time of this. Oh, look at what the penalties look like then. 13 for Razor, 6 for Owen. I think BR4 is now into the pits. There you go, BR4 is coming out of the pits. With hard tyres on his car now. And he is comfortably off the back of Stellenham. Out ahead of Jaguar, however. And only assume that the supposed one-stop versus two-stop strategy may be happening right about now. If not, then Stellenham may be playing the undercut to an absolute blinder right now. BR4 have a few laps here with a lot fresher tyres to really make a dent, really try and get close enough to the guys in front of him. Mitchell's got past Martinak up into 12th. Not a lot of fighting going on at the moment. Redstone is now right in front of Stell. Redstone's yet to pit. Stell has already made one stop around the final corner. I don't think Redstone's got a lot of fight left in him here against that Alpine. And into the inside he goes. And Stell doesn't even wait to turn one to make it happen. And he's up into the top two. Monster Cat picks up 3 seconds worth of track limit penalties there at the back of the grid. Not really enjoying the second stint. Mitchell trying to charge down Razor at the moment. Then goes for Jishnu and Jaguar as they head into the end of the second sector. See, nothing going to happen here between Mitchell and Razor, I don't think. No, there isn't. That is just going to stay as it was. Jishnu is not in an overtaking position right now. He might be down the back straight. I don't know if he gets it here, but he certainly should out the stadium section. And he won't get it here, so he now has a long straight down towards turn one to get this move done on Jaguar. Jaguar on the medium tyres, Jishnu on the hards. Redstone is now into the pits. That allows Harm and BX and company to go. Harm is actually just been overtaken by BX as well, but not by BX, BR4, sorry. GT version of me just instantly thinking what that is. Yeah, BR4 up past Harm here. Up into net P2 then. Jishnu got ahead of Jaguar fairly quickly. Redstone out behind Mitchell here. Mitchell going round the long way on Razor, gets it done. Around the outside of turn one, up in the ninth he goes. Redstone actually came up behind Robin in 13th. Robin the only one of the back, well, technically back 7 that's still driving their car without a penalty. Same extends all the way through to Lars. Again, Scalesy is looking a little bit slidey there. BL4, 2.3 seconds off the back of Stell. Stell in control right now. Let's see if anything is going to happen on this lap. Redstone picks up 3 seconds worth of track limit penalties. That's what's going to happen. Nothing, however, is going to happen down these straights. Everyone is far too far away. That might not be the case for Owen, Robin and Redstone here, though. Looks like, there we go, Robin is under fire from Redstone. The inside line, all the way down the straight. Redstone not going to relent there, and he gets past. Well past Owen by Robin by the time we hit turn one. Either way, Robin is still going to inherit the 2 positions. Actually, he's going to inherit the 3 positions in front of him. into the final spot in the points right now, because the three players in front of him all have gigantic penalties. See what else is going on around track here then. Jishnu is closed, Stell is closed, BR4 is closed. We're going to go to the front three. Nakusta's in trouble, he needs to pit. He's going to stay out, however. There's no point using the battery here, just they're going to do a sitting duck here, Nakusta. Harm gets 10 seconds of speeding in the pit lane. There goes Stell, there goes BR4, and the fight will continue. These two going back and forth the entire time. Harm is on to soft tyre. I'm not entirely sure what the point of that is. We'll see what is going on here. So Stell and BR4. Stell at the inside line. He's no longer going to be able to defend it because BR4 hits the front. BR4 has hit the front of this race. His tyres are 6 laps better as well. All of a sudden, there's a huge issue now for Stell in this race. BR4's got in front, and I'm pretty sure he's running a pit stop less as well. Harm gets 3 seconds. That was about as obvious of a cut on the inside of the S's as you're going to get. Razor's now in a little bit of trouble there, trying to defend his position from everyone else. Don't forget he's got a 13-second time penalty. Harm in front of him also has 13 seconds. Trying not to capitulate, but he isn't doing that successfully right now. And Lars ahead of Skeldy now. So Lars up into 6th. Skeldy just getting beaten out down the straight. Jishnu ahead of Nakusta. Those two are fighting. Nakusta has the outside line. Jishnu is going to have a really good run. He's up into P3. What are you doing here, Ryan? I thought you were doing tier 2 cons. Through to Stell, 1.1 seconds behind BR4. Stell needs to win this race realistically to give himself the advantage going into the final race of the season. I think that chance is slowly fading away, to be completely honest with you. Owen Malik picks up 3 more seconds. I think that's 16 on the board for him now. Or is that 9? No, that's 9 for... Yeah, that's 9 for Owen. 13 either side of him. He's still technically ahead of both drivers either side of him right now. He isn't going to get very far elsewhere, but he is ahead of those guys. Redstone right on the back of Mitchell now. Mitchell is right on the back of Skeldy. They both might go here. Redstone the long way on both of them. He goes deep, but he's got them both. Mitchell can't really get it on the inside. On the outside. Oh, we're getting a safety car. That was barely, yeah. You could tell that was going to happen from quite a distance away, to be honest with you. Ouch. Yeah, there's a switchback attempt from Mitchell there, and I don't think Redstone was expecting it. If he was expecting it, he definitely didn't try and give him the space. Well, we're under a safety car now then. Under a safety car here at the start, so Stell and BR4 both come into pit. Can't say blame them, just go to the end from here. I think it probably suits BR4 than it does Stell. Jishnu stayed out. ALR sold medium tyres compared to the 2 at the front. I'm not sure that's a wise decision from the Mercedes driver. Try and win this race. Redstone stays out. You overtake Nakusa and Jaguar in the process. Monster Cat stayed out now. So we're getting very, very varied strategy right now. Him and Lars actually both stayed out there. Oh no, Lars went into the pits, just came out. Behind Monster. So 4 people, no, never mind. 3 people have stayed out on their tyres here. Penalties galore. Some are going to be able to save theirs, some aren't. If you're Harm and you're Razor, you're loving life right now because that's 10 seconds wiped off the board because you realistically don't lose much of anything in the safety car pits. That's a certain. Realistically, I think we'll go again about lap 23. Somehow I don't think that Jishnu's going to be as big of a... going to be much of a nuisance to the 2 main championship rivals at the moment. He is going to exist in his own little world at the moment. Alright, we're just going through the safety car procedure at the moment then. Just Mitchell's the only one out so far. Unfortunate scenario there, got him. Yeah, it was really unfortunate that saw him. The incident that saw him out. If anything has been said in the chat about that. Not at this point in time, it hasn't. Alright. Everyone caught back up to the safety car pretty much. And as expected, we're going to come in at the end of 23. Start of 24. Give it pretty much 2/3 of the race done. 1/3 left to run. Alright, we're just going through one more lap of this then, waiting for the rest of the grid to get to the back. That we can get everyone through. Ready to go. I think this is going to be safety car in then, surely. Monster Cat, yeah, there's the safety car in this session, in this lap. Message, Monster Cat left. He was currently in 7th. Couple of disconnects, a little bit a little bit all over the place, this one, to be honest with you. And Jishnu is going to be the one that leads us back. Monza kept losing out. Oh, there's the things happening left, right, and centre in the back of the field there. Because Jishnu is gone. And this front six are clear because of the AI on the safety car restart. We head down towards turn one here. And BR4 around the outside, not actually going to go for it. Stell's going to try and poke his nose to the inside, but he doesn't get it either. And it was as you were in the front three. We had DRS at the end of this lap. BR4 looking to the inside again, not really able to do it, but Jishnu makes an incredible error there at the beginning of the second sector. And not only is he going to lose out to BR4, he loses out to Stell as well, and he might be losing out to Redstone, but we've got Nakuta and Jaguar fighting it out now for fifth, and Nakuta holds on there. Cornering in, the S has looked a little bit wild from Nakuta, 3 seconds more for Redstone, and he picks up 9 in this race, so he'll drop quite significantly far back. But he'll get somewhat saved by the existence of that AI in the safety car anyway. Geldy is, however, catching up to this group fairly quickly. DRS is now being enabled. It won't be for this straight, but it will be after that. Here we go, Nakuta trying to hold on against Jaguar. Nakuta the long way round, I'm not entirely sure where he's going. There's a turn there. He's missed it entirely. And Jaguar moves up into fifth. Nakuta dropped himself out of DRS range. Not quite. Somehow managed to avoid being in the DRS range of the car behind. Nakuta dropped him back within dropped himself back within the second of Jaguar in front. Razor picked up 3 more for track limits. Fights left, right, and centre. Noble Garza has got past Razor. He goes into the final point spot. Monster Cat and Marsnacker are both AI, so they will drop to the back. Robin's going to be the biggest beneficiary of all this, I think. He might actually end up being the one that drops, potentially drops Redstone maybe out the points. Don't know how far he's going to drop in the next 12 laps. Monster Cat and Marsnack and the bottom two finding out AI versus AI. We got Jaguar here looking for Redstone, looking to go the long way round now with Jishnu in front of those two. And it's a brilliant move right now for Jaguar, and he's made it stick. Around the outside of turn one is a brilliant shot. There for Jaguar up in the fourth. And we got BR4 ahead of Stell right now for the lead of the race. Lars to the inside of Scaldy, and he's up into seventh. Few places switching here at the moment. Mohammed's finally up ahead of both the AIs. What's going on at the front here between BR4 and between Stell? I don't think it's going to be the case for Stell here, but it might be the case for the Stell down into turn one. He's definitely close enough now with a good exit. He can get it. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got a good exit whatsoever, but I don't even think it'll matter. He's got a rocket ship in a straight line. 3 attempts, 2 attempts, 2.5 attempts. It's now a 10th, and Stell looks to take the lead. I get an awful camera angle of him doing so, but he does take the lead over BL4. And Harm gets 10 seconds of speeding in the pit lane and retires from the session. BL4 not able to make the move straight back here. Jaguar is up in a third. The Ferrari sneaking onto the bottom step of the podium here. We've got Jishnu just ahead of Redstone. Redstone got 9 seconds of penalties with Nakuza directly behind that. So Nakuza could try and sneak a position or two here. We've also got Lars directly behind that, trying to force his way through right now, and he will! To the inside, nice little dummy! And I think he's ahead. He is ahead of Nakuza. It won't last too long than the 6-second penalty, but he is ahead for now. He's got to use this to try and get Redstone here. Try and use this as an advantage of the leg up on the horse. He's going to get himself ahead of him on penalties, but if he can get himself ahead of him on track and potentially start to build a gap to the Racing Bull, there may be something in this. He goes to the inside. Oh, and Nakuza's trying to thread a needle. And it almost ended in disaster there. It does end with Lars ahead of Redstone, ahead of Nakuza. And Geldy almost caught the back end of Nakuza and spun him round, but just about avoided that. Looks like Nakuza getting overtaken. Well, Nakuza trying actually around the outside of Redstone. And now Skeldy launches it on the inside of his teammate, picks up 2. And Owen gets Redstone as well. Owen gets 2. Skeldy gets 2. There's Noah's Ark here. 2 by 2. Nakuza's now in the position where he's in the middle of everyone with penalties. On what was a 5th place like a lap ago. Skeldy might be just about to sneak into the top 5. Actually, as long as he stays ahead of Nakuza, he should sneak his way into the top 5. Lars is right behind Jishnu in front. I don't think BR4's got to first. He hasn't. He's just short of Stel. I don't think Lars is going to be short of Jishnu. Again, awful camera angle. Lars around the outside. Gets it done. Knowing Malk also got Skeldy. Be it, at the end of this one, I'm not sure that's going to matter. Right now, Lars is doing a good job of getting himself as far away from people without penalties as humanly possible. They're 13 and 14 for AIs. They don't really have anything to gain here. Unless a couple of people DNF in the last couple of laps here. And they might actually stand for something to gain. One more safety car and the AI will get a top 8 finish. Currently on to lap 30 with the lead in Pat. Razor gets 3 more. He's on to 9 now as well then. Here comes BR4 for the lead of the race. And extending the championship. B has taken the lead. Stel needs to bide his time now. BR4 is going to get a second dose to DRS to help him out. Stel tries to pull to the outside. He's going to get stopped short. Or is he? He's got the nose on the inside. BR4 going wide to defend it and does it well. Stel probably is going to get him back immediately. It's just a case of how much are they going to... are they really going to be able to get each other... Well, the waiting game between each other. Are they going to get it right? Someone's got to play it. Who's going to play chicken the best out of the two of them? Lars has got himself 1.8 seconds up the road from Jishnu. Is really regretting that penalty, the lack of a pit stop. His tires must be screaming right now. Wonder how long before Skeldy and company start to try and take advantage of this. See if they can get Jishnu out of all of this as well. Maybe sneak 4th by the end of this one. Here comes Redstone, who's got 10 seconds speeding in the pit lane. And he's going to end last now then. 19 seconds worth of penalties here in this 50% race for Redstone. Oh, that didn't look great for Owen. And now Scalesy will have a shot. Maybe not into this corner. He certainly will at the end of the lap. .5 seconds split Scalesy and Jishnu, right? At the moment, in the middle for that 4th place. Albeit, Scalesy's not that far away from Lars, being in that 6-second range of Lars, actually. Say 8.4 to 13.1. It's about just under 5 at the moment for Lars to Scalesy there to try and save a top 5. Scalesy really needs to get past Owen here, to be honest with you. That'll do it. If he can, BR4 still ahead of Stel. Stel trying to play a waiting game here. We'll see whether or not. Owen's just got 3 seconds. Not Owen, Robin, sorry, has just got 3 seconds for track limits. I've just got so used to it being one of the guys that are piling up the penalties at the moment. Nine seconds for both Razor and for Owen. Redstone gets 10 seconds speed in the pit lane and he is out. That's another cane position for both the AIs. Palm out, Mitchell out, Redstone out. 3 big names out of this race. BR4 and Stel still in it. Stel in the lead for now. Didn't even realise that this actually changed. Too busy focusing elsewhere, but Stel into the lead. Right now the championship would change hands again. It was BR4 by 3 points going into today. It would be Stel by 4 coming out of it. Which does still mean that regardless of the result here, regardless of if it ends like this, it will go to the final day of the season. They're almost getting involved with Redstone there. As it stands, we'll get whoever wins the championship in the final race of the season as well. See if Owen and Scalesy are going after it now. Owen and Scalesy are going to go after it down the straight. I think Nakuda's trying to get himself involved again. Scalesy holding Nakuda at bay, but Owen will not. And Nakuda's up in a 7th. Oh, and Scalesy gets away with that because Nakuda just kind of a little bit too over speedy there. Caught the back of him and bounced off. Scalesy is doing just about enough. I don't even know if he is doing just about enough, you know, to stay within the 6 seconds of Lars. He has got to find some time. Let's go to leader at the moment. 10-3, 16-6. Yeah, Scalesy has to find some time to beat Lars. Trying to get into that top 3. The top 5, sorry. He's got to do it. He's got to find some time. He needs to find about half a second as well. Let's go, Nakuda's just gone past Scalesy here then, and we've got, I think that's Owen and Noble in the back. Noble around the outside, Owen's still there, they're still side by side. The Williams should have advantage. Who's getting the better exit? I think it might be Noble. They still head up the straight, side by side. And Noble finally pulls over ahead of the Williams driver. They're still going at it. I don't know if Owen's got enough on the exit here really to send this in. He's gonna try. He's still there with Noble, and Noble still hangs on. Kuza needs to find an entire second now just to get close enough to Lars. We have a yellow flag in sector 2. It's Owen who is off the track. He isn't going to do too much damage to him. He's only lost out to Razor. BR4 is running out of time, by the way. One thing to show, if he was playing chicken, I think he might want to get himself in very quickly to see it because he got one last shot down into turn 1 on the next lap. As long as he keeps himself within about a second, well, boy, half a second, he should realistically be fine. Well, let's see if BR4 can hold himself together now then, for a chance to go 10 points clear. Stell is in the position he probably does not want to be in. Because he now knows that BR4 has a good run. Has a very good chance with 1 lap left of this Grand Prix. The championship battle going to the end of this race and then going to next week. But is it 10 or will a championship change hands? Is BR4 close enough? I don't think he is. I think he's too far away. And the Alpine survives. The Alpine is going to survive. And it'll be a 4-point lead here for Stell if he can hang on for the rest of the lap. Going round, I don't think BR4's got enough here. He's going to have to send something real quick just to get enough in on Stell to realistically try and get that 10-point advantage as we head into the final race of the season. He really is just losing it through the S's. Stell's pointy front end, the slides have gone through the end of this race. Stell overtaking into turn 1. BR4's gone deep, and that'll do it. That'll do it. The fireworks going off as we head through the stadium section. And Stell overtaking on lap 36. Overtaking for the lead of the championship, and he wins in Mexico. BR4 only good enough for second. And the title is going to be 3 points going into the final day of the season. Jaguar gets third. Lars going to be perfectly tied for 4th. Never mind 5th in the end. And Jishnu 5th. Nakuta will hang on the 6th. Scaley will get 7th. Then Noble will get 8th. I think it'll be Razor. No, it'll be Robin 9th. It'll be Robin 9th. Yep, Robin 9th, and then the other 2 are AIs. Wow. Absolutely insane there. Stell leaving it very late. That's what I was telling you about playing chicken. You've got to get it right. BR4 actually didn't. Stell didn't overtake on the final lap. My apologies, but he did hold it dear. BR4 just played the game wrong. Got punished. There you go. Right to the end. Right to the end. That's what we've got going on here. A great race for Jaguar out of all this, by the way, getting up from 7th to 3rd. There's a lot to take for some of these drivers, not so much for others. The championship lead going right to the very end. It is winner takes all next week. Irrespective of the positions, it literally is whoever beats the other driver. That being said, that leads us off with one race to go. Is it going to be Stell or is it going to be BR4? Who is going to be ALR Tier 1 champion for F1? He DC'd before the race even started. But yeah, with that being said, I will see you all next time.